Hi everyone, it's Alana here from Alana Fitness and Nutrition, and I'm joined by Lisa. Hi Lisa.
Hi, Lana.
So Lisa has just come to the end of her 3-month Curvy and Courageous program, and we're a bit sad. We're a bit sad that she's flying the nest, and we've just been reminiscing about where she was 3 months ago and where she is now. And it's been really emotional going through it, hasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Really emotional. So 3 months ago, we had a phone conversation, and you had been dieting forever. You said my entire life you had done Weight Watchers, Slimming World, keto. What else had you done? Shakes, intermittent fasting, loads of different things. And you were not in a happy place. I had some notes that I originally noted down from when we had our conversation, and I just read them back to you, and you were like, she wasn't very happy. Like I really wasn't in a very good place. You were feeling really stressed, very uncomfortable, you weren't happy with yourself at all, your sleep was rubbish, you had no idea what to do with your food. Your clothes were just like, don't even talk to me about that, and your confidence was really affected. So we set a goal within 3 months time. We wanted you to be in a proper eating routine, you said to have lost like any weight because it had been so long since you had lost weight. And interestingly enough, you're somebody that does a super active job, don't you? So you do like 30,000 steps a day. And when we track your calorie in versus calorie out, your calories burn are often like 4,000, 5,000 calories a day because of the exercise that you do, yet you weren't losing weight. So this is where the program that I run really comes into its own, because a lot of people come in and they're like, I'm in a calorie deficit, I don't understand. And I don't understand, you don't understand, but it's like sometimes the body is just in such a chronic state of stress. We actually need you to get more in order to lose weight. So that's what we did. And you're now down a stone within the 3 months, which you didn't think was ever going to be possible, which is absolutely amazing. You're down 3 inches off your waist and your hips. There's a massive difference in your progress photos, and you've dropped your dress size. So talk to us about your experience and how it's been.
Well, it's been a real game changer, if I'm honest. Like you're saying, like I've done everything, and with a very like I've always worked physical jobs, and I think it's that whole, as a woman you're supposed to it's the eat less, work more. So hugely physical job, eating next to nothing, and then nothing ever changing, and it's frustrating. And then I found you. I actually followed you since 2020. I don't know if I told you that. Like,
Oh,
and
I didn't know that.
yeah, I get the little emails, and I'll be reading all these little emails from you and going, okay, maybe I should. And then at the start of this year, I finally caved and rung you in February, and we had that chat. And I pretty much said, oh, stuff it. Let's try this. I've tried everything else. If anything, whatever, it might work. And it has, and I'm shocked, and yeah.
Because I remember you were like, you were quite nervous on that call, weren't you? You were like this is a real investment in my health. I've tried everything in the past, but I remember you just like, you got to the end of the call and you were like, fuck it, I'm going to put my faith in you and I'm going to trust you. And you have listened to everything I've said. You've come to all the coaching calls. You've absorbed all the information. And now 3 months on, you're such a completely different person. So 3 months on now, how would you like describe your food and your, sleep and your confidence and everything else?
Well, food wise, I'm actually eating the food I actually really enjoy, like, which is weird because I've always loved veggies and salmon and things like that. But I always thought it was too much, or it was too fatty and blah blah blah. And I'm eating so much more food, like so much fucking food. Which is really, really awesome though. And surprisingly easy to like cut out, well, not like cut out, but minimize a bit of the carbs and things like that. And just learning more about the macros, because I knew about macros, but I didn't really know how they work. But you really described that really well, which was really good.
Excellent. So you feel like you've got the education and the knowledge around food and your habits and routines as well. We've really looked at your like morning and evening routines, making
Yeah,
sure that those are really nailed down. You're getting the sleep that you need, so you've got the energy that you need.
yeah, definitely. And also the way, like, I remember having biscuits one day, and you were like, "Oh, why did you have them?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know." You pull me out, which is great, which I love that.
Yeah, because it wasn't something that you were like, I really wanted these biscuits. You were like, I'm not sure. So, and that's where things like emotional eating and like a bit of mindless eating can come in, and that's where then those types of bad habits can creep in. So yeah, I'm pleased I called you out on that.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite part of the program?
Oh, maybe making that morning routine where I actually got up a little bit earlier and make an actual proper cooked breakfast. Because
Yeah,
before I'd get up, 20 minutes before, hoof down a bit of cereal and go off for a 10-hour day. And yeah, I wasn't eating enough, and learning to eat the right foods, and just eating food.
yeah.
And also the exercise. I love exercise, but you challenged me on that one too. So that was like, it's like, oh, this is fucking hard, but I love it, but I hate it. And looking at the app, but yeah, it was good.
Amazing, amazing. And why do you think it's been successful for you? Because when we chatted in like 3 months ago, you were like, I've tried everything and I've been at this my entire life. And I remember when we set specific goals. So we just went through your 3 month goal setting sheet, which we break down into like 4 weeks at a time. We set personal goals, fitness goals, weight loss goals, etc. You've actually ticked every single goal off on that sheet, and you literally sat there like half an hour ago and you're like, I've never like ticked off everything I've ever written down before, which is such a massive achievement. But why do you think you've been able to do that and all of the other things in the past that you've tried haven't worked?
I honestly, I think it's the making those routines. Like, I think that's what's really brought it in, is concentrating. Like, I know it's going to sound cheesy, but a little bit of the whole, this is where I'm meant to be right now place.
Yeah,
Um, but also realizing that I need to make that work for me. Like, I'm number one and I need to do it for me. And then just ticking off teeny little things like getting up 10 minutes earlier, or making sure you hit that protein macro in that particular meal, and just the little teeny tiny things over the time that all added up. And I think that
yeah,
that's what's done it. And it's just keeping to that, and like having that faith in yourself that you can do it. Like, stop lying to yourself. Why are you lying to yourself? Just do it.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
like, the only one you're letting down is yourself. And like, with you holding my hand, that's like, you've helped me out a lot.
Amazing. So I
Mm.
think probably with the stuff that you've done in the past, there hasn't been the accountability, but there's also been like they've only focused on probably one tiny thing, which is just like calories in versus calories out, and forgotten about the whole other picture that builds up weight
Yeah.
loss, which is everything else. And that's
Mhm.
what we've really gone into with like in depth together.
Yeah.
Amazing. And for anyone watching this video who maybe is sat on the fence and is a bit like, has also been reading all my emails but hasn't like ever taken the leap, what would you advise to them?
I reckon that you should just do it because like you're worth it. And like it, I know like money comes into things, and like I'm a bit of a minimalist and a bit of a cheap person, but this has been absolutely worth every single penny. And
Oh,
like, I can't believe I spent so much money in the past on bullshit diets and shakes and things, because this really helped me get to a point where like, yeah, it's just worth it. Just do it. And I know that sounds silly, like every one of these things say just do it, but it really, like, for me, it really actually fucking worked.
oh. And you got such a life-changing result, and that's why I love doing what I do. And coaching you has been brilliant. As I say, you've turned up to every call, you've done everything I've asked, you've just been like an open book, you've put your full faith and trust in me, and the shining results speak for themselves. So thank you so much for being such a good client, like a compliant client and fun to work with and everything else. I've really enjoyed it. And I've got no doubt that you're going to be able to go on and do the next 3 months on your own. And I'm going to still be here in the background to support you just in case you need me anyway. But thank you so much for being such a good client and getting such amazing results. And well done, massive well done.
Thank you. And thank you.
You're so welcome. So welcome. So if anybody watching this is feeling like maybe how Lisa was feeling 3 months before, and you want to feel more like how she is now and get rid of the diets and, you know, take the leap, invest in your health and do something that is definitely going to work long term, then send me a message and we can have a chat. But thank you so much, Lisa, for coming on and sharing your experience and your story. It's been awesome chatting to you, and I'll speak to you very soon. Take care. Bye.